Hello guys, my name is Kate and I'm founder of the marriage agency Best Matchmaking, and today's video will be devoted to the question what to expect from a personal meeting with a Slavic woman. I believe you have met only one on our website already, or just are planning to do it. And now you want to meet her in person. Congratulations! Wow, this is the best thing you could ever do. Why? Because it is impossible to build relationship via just letters or video chats. Only a real meeting can truly say if you guys are matched, if you really like each other and have a chemistry. And now I would like to share some very important information on what you should expect from a personal meeting and what you should or by no means shouldn't do on it. And I would recommend the following tips provided if you want your meeting to be really successful. So let's not waste time and start. First advice: don't expect a lady will spend 24 hours with you. I understand how excited you are to meet your potential bride and you want to spend 24 hours a day with her, but please realize that letter communication is not everything for Slavic women. They do not trust words and believe only they're feeling when meeting you in person, looking into your eyes and talking to you directly. And at this stage, you are not that close. You are just two people who have written to each other, found some common interests, expressed their sympathy and decided to meet and see what happens next. You come to have a date with your lady and don't expect she will appear at 8 a.m. at the door of your hotel room and will accompany you all days long. First of all, women also have jobs, they have their duties, lots of them have children, so they simply cannot afford that. Even if you let them know about the dates of your visit like 2 months ahead, they're not able to take vacations or some days off because it is not that easy in their country. The situation with jobs in Ukraine is not perfect, so they will need to have unpaid leave, which is often unaffordable for them. More of that, it may cost them their job at all. So please, when you come over here to Ukraine or Russia, just realize that you meet for the first time to get to know each other better, and don't expect lady jumping into the things too quickly. Another advice: don't insist to spend time without an interpreter if she doesn't speak your language. It is great if your lady you choose speaks a little bit or even fluent English. In that case, yes, you don't need interpreter and may enjoy communication with each other. But even if a lady is fluent in English, she may not feel comfortable to meet you alone for the very first time. It is not because she doesn't like you, but because women are cautious about Western guys, and not for no reason. There are different situations, and sometimes the intention of some men are not that pure at all, and women are simply afraid of that. Unfortunately, it happened on our agency as well too. So if she asks to have an interpreter with her for the very first date, or to take her friend or sister, don't be offended. Okay? Moreover, if a lady doesn't speak any English, she will accept your desire to remain just two of you without interpreter wrong. She wants to get to know you the soonest and to have full-fledged communication. She doesn't want to use a body language to explain something to you. Believe me, there is nothing worse than two people sitting in front of each other and do not understand a single word. So don't insist on spending time without an interpreter while if she is not comfortable. It will only spoil all the impression of your meeting. Don't propose to her on the very first meeting, especially it concerns Arabic guys and Chinese, whose mentality is totally different. So for them to make proposal on the very first date is absolutely normal. But guys, you are coming to a different country. Please always take into account the mentality differences, okay? So you may have the purest intention and be extremely excited about meeting your only one, but please recall rule number 1. It's just your first meeting in the reality. Don't expect her to fall in love or get married right now. So attention, avoid telling her you love her on the very first meeting. Avoid proposing to her on the very first meeting. Ukrainian, Russian or any other Slavic ladies will not think you are serious at all if you propose a woman during the first week or very first date, you know. It is necessary to meet her for a couple of more times at least to really see if you guys like each other or if you match, you know. Love at first sign happen, but it's not that often, and please turn on your common sense always. And pay for her taxi. I have already told you a lot that even if a Slavic woman earns well, she expects men to carry all the date expenses, okay? Needless to say that a man pays the restaurant, cinema, cafe, bills, you know, etc. But once your date is over and you want to leave a great impression on her, don't ask her how much her tax is gonna cost. Just insist on paying on it. Just pay her taxi back home. Simply give her a fair amount. It's not that expensive. When you arrive in her country, you probably already use taxis, so you should know what the average cost of taxi ride is. Please know that if you come to Kiev, Kharkov or Odessa, the taxi will cost a little bit more expensive than in another cities there. This step, of course, is not a must, but it will help you make a very good impression and meet her expectations for your dating. Very simple. Well guys, thanks for watching. I hope my tips above was very useful. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave your comments below. See you next time. Bye!